The last one was the E1 Reese Canadian. I had a lot of trouble with this pipe. I've got got the bowl well reamed out. I got the rim looking good again. Again, the rim on this pipe, I'll just put that photo up again just to show you it's the second one in. Are little scorch marks here and there on it, but considering the amount of crust that was on that pipe, even to get any sort of a rim back on it, I'm really pleased with. Again, the shank of the pipe has come out very well, and the mouthpiece in this one was really well oxidized. It had a number of teeth marks on it. I managed to get the teeth marks more or less sanded out, and also I've got a bit of shine and natural gloss back into the stem. It's gleaming fairly well. The biggest problem I had with this pipe was that the stem of the pipe was completely blocked with gunge. I've watched recently their Smoke Rings Pipe Dreams video saying about how to clear the airways on the pipes, but obviously I wasn't going to have a drill piece long enough which would allow to put through the shank. Excuse me. I would like to put a drill piece through the shank to clear it out, but unfortunately drill bit wouldn't have had anything anywhere near the length of that stem. So basically what I had to do was start with pipe cleaners and alcohol, just a little bit at a time, a little bit more at a time, trying to clear out the shank. And I'll put up a picture here now. It took 27 pipe cleaners just to get that stem cleared. But there's a good draw on it now. It's totally cleared. The pipe's looking really well, and I think again it'll make me a nice little flake pipe as I'm now just starting to smoke Virginia flakes. So, how did I go about doing it? As I say, the basic cleaning of the pipe, reaming it out, doing the salt and alcohol treatment, bleaching the stems. Everyone's been over that. Told you about the trouble I had with the stem of the Canadian, having to use the pipe cleaners and lots of alcohol and pipe cleaners to get it cleared. But how do you get a finish back on the pipes without any tools? How do you get them shining again? How do you get the mouthpieces shining? And the secret lay in something that my partner had, which I'd never thought of before. She is a professional manicurist, and she obviously has a lot of tools that she uses in doing her manicures. What I went for was her files, and I think I've heard people mention these before, using nail files, nail buffers. Very fine grained. There's always a slightly coarser grain on one side of the file than there is on the other. And I use this on the top of the freehand to bring back the natural colour of the brayer through the patina. I also use them on the stems to give the stems a slight sand. If I needed to try and remove some tooth marks, I would have used an even coarser grit. Excuse me, got coughs tonight. I would have used an even coarser grit, and I would have then moved from the coarse grit down to a slightly finer grit on the other side of the board. And this is after they come out of the bleach treatment, because they are quite rough when they come out of the bleach treatment. So I'm just doing this lightly as an example. Then the magic one, you'll have to excuse this, it's now a bit battered, I've been using it, is the nail buffer. A nail buffer will sometimes have one or two sections on one side of it which is a a super fine grit and an ultra fine grit, which basically just puts a key surface on the stem. Sorry about that, folks. Not only did I not have the pipe here I wanted to show you, but the memory card filled as well, so I had to free some space up. I was working on this stem tonight, taking a couple of bite marks out of it. This is my own pipe. It was just a basket pipe I got from Italy. But I don't like teeth marks in the stem. I had a few little teeth marks. And I've sanded the stem down tonight. And the light's not picking it up very well, but from about here up on the stem, from where I sanded, is looking a little bit dull. Maybe in that angle you can see it. And again on the back. So it was just to show you how the nail buffer works. Again, you would use the super fine grit side first. Get this at an angle. And just gently rub over the vulcanite bit. Both back and front. And then turn it over and use the rubber side. Again, you give it a good brisk burnish. When you get that squeaking sound, you'll know that you're polishing and burnishing up the vulcanite on the bit. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Now gleaming down the whole length of the bit. What I like about this method is, as I say, it doesn't require any tools. A few nail files, a nail buffer, and you really can bring an estate pipe back to life with a bit of scouring the carbon out of the bowl, doing a good ream on the bowl, getting the rim cleaned, and finally trying to get a shine on the briar itself. And again, I use that nail buffer for the briar. Again, use the rough side. What this tends to do, now you can see that it puts like a little powdery coating on the briar, which is probably some of the old carnauba wax that they put on it originally. And I've used the rough side just to go around it, start to powder up slightly the carnauba wax, and then again take the rubber side the bowl a good polish with the rubberized side. Finally, just rub off with a soft cloth, and again brings the briar up to a brilliant natural shine. I use